let's have a nice send-off for the Super Stocks as they cross the stripe. Chris has been bailing me out on doing those steps. I haven't had to do them. I'm all winded here. I didn't even give the lineup. We know Terry Petrobowski is on the front row. Nick Robinson on the outside in car number 15. And the green is out. 25 laps the distance for the Super Stocks. Robinson running the high side, and he's going to lead lap number 1. Petrobowski in second, Chapman third, Duke fourth, Underwood fifth, Lane sixth, Zacharias seventh. Nothing much being contested right now with the exception of fifth. There's 3 cars there, 2 of them side by side, Lane and Underwood. And looks like R.J. Zacharias trying to thread that needle. Off turn number 4. To put lap 4 up on the board. Nick Robinson the leader. Petrobowski second, Chapman third. A little bit of a gap back to Duke. Lane. Zacharias now up to 6th. Underwood falls to 7th. Cody France 8th, and the 04 of J.P. Harms rounding out the field. Chapman about a car length or so off turn number 2 and into 3 behind the 7 car. Both of them factors, actually the top 3 were factors in the finish last week. Turn 4 of the last lap. Last week, everything changed. Jason Duke gets to the outside lane, opens up the inside, and Mr. Lane himself, John, takes over position 4, and along comes R.J. Zacharias now up to 5th. This time by Nick Robinson will put lap number 8 on the scoreboard. Battle on for position number 2. There may have been a slight tap up there from Chapman to Zacharias up in turn number 4. The 15 of Nick Robinson out on a Saturday evening stroll right now. 10 laps complete at 13. We will get the halfway point for this 25 lap feature. Still they battle on for positions 2 and 3. Less than a car length, the difference between them. Petrobowski a little higher coming off turn number 4. But he is able to maintain the runner-up spot with Chapman right behind him. 4th is still car number 4 of John Lane. And R.J. Zacharias in 5th. Chapman takes a peek to the inside. Petrobowski slams the door on him on this front straightaway. And when you do that, sometimes that upsets your rhythm going into 1 and 2, but not the case on lap number 14, which goes up on the scoreboard right now into the second half of this 25 lap race. 15 being contested right now, and it's car number 15 out in front. Frank Chapman looked a little bit loose over there in 2. I didn't see if anything led to that or not, but lap 15 up on the board. Petrobowski still second. Biggest gap in a while between him and the third place car of Chapman. John Lane right there 2 car lengths back, as is the 71 of Zacharias. Jason Duke running in 6th with Cody France in 7th. They're approaching turn number 3. Ron Underwood has fallen to the last position on the racetrack, and the leader is approaching. Working lap number 17, and Underwood hugs the inside as the 15 of Nick Robinson rolls on past. What had been a battle for second is now a battle for third. Chapman trying to hang on to it. John Lane inching closer and closer with Zacharias right behind him. So we are just less than a lap away now from the high five from Alan Matthews. There's the hand in the air, and he will bring it down and show Nick Robinson. There are 5 laps remaining in their feature event tonight. Robinson well out in command of this one. Petrobowski running second, Chapman third, Lane fourth, Zacharias fifth, Duke in 6th, Cody France in 7th. Laps are winding down. Nick Robinson with a new look to his car this season. Always shows up here at the track with a beautiful paint scheme, as are many of these cars. They've got a new look, and they're just as sharp as can be. Working lap number 23, and this time by, it'll be 2 to go. There goes the sticks in the air from Alan Matthews. They come down and indicate to Nick Robinson 2 laps remaining. Robinson into 3 with nobody in sight. The only one in sight right now is a lap car that he may or may not catch on this now. Final lap. White flag coming out for Nick Robinson. Oh, and that he did not want to see happen. No 4 of J.P. Harp. So we always have a green-white checker finish here at the track. Pace car back to the infield, leaving it up to the drivers in that starting and restarting zone up there in turn number 4. Robinson, the leader. Petrobowski looks like that cost him a couple spots. He's lost second to Chapman, third to Zacharias, and we are on the final lap now. And trouble on the back stretch, the 13 into the 4. And Duke goes around, but the 4 of John Lane to the right of the dot net, you can see where the contact with the 4 car made to the wall. So once again, we attempt a green-white checker finish. Nick Robinson and Frank Chapman. And the yellow's going to come out. The 89 jumped the start. Again, looking for 50-50 ticket, red 50-50 ticket, 354-6653. So Chapman, you saw it played out earlier tonight too. The outside car goes to the rear if they jump.
Somewhat lengthy cleanup as water on the track all the way from up in turns 3 and 4 all the way down here on the front stretch. So what was turning into a decent night for Zacharias is going to end here on the front stretch after the Harps machine spins in front of the field up in turn number 3. So the field starting to thin out here some more as Nick Robinson being instructed.
One more time we try for the green, white checker, the field approaching that restart zone. Hearing nothing on the radio, it looks like that one was good. Nick Robinson, and around goes Duke up there in turn number 4. We just don't want this one to end. Well, we do, they don't. Almost afraid to say it. Another green, white checker finish for this one. Side by side, the whole field stayed that way into turn number 1. It's going to be Nick Robinson coming off turn number 4. He's going to lead lap 24 yet again. So once again, Nick Robinson leading the way. Chapman to the inside of Petrobowski. They high. I was just saying they were high coming off the corner. He drove the 7 high, it looked like.
Yeah, sorry. All right, we're going to try again, folks.
So now Nick Robinson has Jason Duke alongside. Robinson coming around and taking the white flag. Cody France up to second position. Duke has lost a couple spots. Petrobowski in third. Off turn number 4. Thought it might happen last week, but it happened tonight. Nick Robinson the winner. Cody France, probably a career best finish in second. Petrobowski in third. Top 3 have to report to the scales. The race that just didn't want to end. They'll be talking about this one at 5 acres later on. And who's the wise guy that said we were doing so good on time?
Kind of like the Coke 600 starts today and ends at night. So Nick Robinson finally puts the rubber stamp on the first feature win of 2018. As once again the large family and crew gathering here in Victory Lane as Pudgy's Pizza, the main sponsor here on the Nick Robinson number 15. As the modified starting to assemble on the backstretch. He's out of the car, ticket. Hey, how about a round of applause for your Marathon Super Stock winner? Nick Robinson picks up the win. And we'll get a word with our working up a sweat. Man, my mind is going 10,000 different directions. Tell us about, did you lose track of the color chart of all the cars that were restarting next to you there?
I was just wondering when we were going to get that last lap, and every time I came off 4, I'm like, this is it? No, just kidding. Do it over.
Fast car, you had one last week. Unfortunately, work. We're not going to talk about last week. Come on. We're going to kick this. This work? Does this work? How about now? How about now? No, it's not working. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go over here. How about here? Can we hear? Can we hear if I pointed at the thing? Will it work? All right. So after last week's disappointment, you said you're pretty much out of the points. You're just going to go for feature wins, and what happens happens. And pretty much you had a dominating car able to do that tonight.
Yeah, we had a pretty good car last week. Just didn't work out in our favor. We made some big adjustments and got a lot better for tonight. And we're where we got to be, so we're going to get as many W's as we can get this year and try to do what we can and see where we stack up at the end.
Of course, always a sharp car happens to be a fast car. It takes a lot of work from the crew and sponsors to put such a nice piece together.
I can't thank my guys enough. My dad is so dedicated. You'll never find anybody better in the shop. I could skip all week. He'll call me and tell me the car's done, ready to go. He's beyond replaceable. He's my man. That's the guy that keeps these wheels turning. That's the guy that keeps the car going the way it does.
All right, folks, how about a round of applause? First win of 2018 in the Marathon Stock feature race for Nick Robinson. I think I found a spot that I'm just going to stay here the rest of the night.
Microphone for you next week. Promise. There's a fire sale over at that house over there, and we're gonna go get you one, Chris. Congratulations, Nick and team. Our Sunoco Modifieds are staged over there on the back stretch Best draw of the night belonged to Charlie Sharpstein. He's going to start from pole position in car number 98. Alongside him in row number 1 will be Jody Buckley. In the second row on the inside, TJ Petrobowski is there in car number 72. Starting alongside him, our winner a week ago, Connor Sellers, in the station Early Owego Hilltop Service Center 00. Third row on the inside, if he wins, there's 94-cent hot dogs next week. You all know that. The Elmira Heat Treating Blue Manufacturing Horseheads Rental Center, number 94 of Zach Curran. On the outside of the third row is car number 2, Kevin Youngs from Pine City. The fourth row, inside, second generation driver, I guess. That's J.R. Kent from Horseheads in car number 16. Starting beside him from Waverly in car number 8, Lee Sharpstein. The fifth row, the inside, it's all 7s. I think it was that way last week too. On the inside, it's Paul Johnson from Wyalusing, Pennsylvania. He's in the 77. And on the outside, one of the veterans in car number 7 from here in Chemung, Gene Sharpstein, and bringing